Hello again, second grade. Mrs. Kippis here. This is your Wit and Wisdom lesson for Tuesday, May 5th. We're going to jump right into our lesson today. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see our presentation for the day, so you know what we will be working on together. I'm excited to be with you here again for day 2. You guys are hanging in there. We've started a new month, so we're in the home stretch of our school year, and we have some fun things coming up over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you're tuning in to your work each day so you can see. I don't want you to miss out on some of the fun things that we have planned to kind of keep the end of our school year traditions alive over the next few weeks. So what will you need today? Today you need your notebook and a pencil or paper, something to write on. You're going to need your Wit and Wisdom workbook if you have it. If not, I will have the resources in the PowerPoint, so you'll be able to see those as well on your screen. You need your learning partner, so you'll be able to talk about some of the ideas that we are working on in our lesson today. A quiet space to concentrate is very helpful, so you can really think and concentrate about what we are learning today in Wit and Wisdom. If you need any of these items, go ahead and pause your video, get comfortable so you're ready to work, and come back and press play when you are ready to move on. Right, our objectives for the day. So what are we going to learn about today? What is your goal by the end of this lesson? By the end of our lesson today, you will all be able to describe the setting of a painting in detail. So if you remember what a setting is in a story or in a painting, turn and tell your learning partner, what is the setting? You might have said that a setting is where the story or the painting takes place at. Okay, explain the importance of opinion writing. So we haven't had a chance this year to do a lot of opinion writing. So this is going to be something new that we'll work on together this week. So your opinion, if you know what an opinion is, show me a thumbs up. Very good. Okay, we'll explore that a little bit more as we move on. You're also going to be identify the difference between a fact and an opinion statement. We'll have a little game to play to go with that. Okay? All right, so read the essential question with me. Remember, the essential question is our big idea that we're thinking about for the entire module. So read this along with me. Here we go. How does food nourish us? So think about some of the ways we've learned so far in the digestive system books and in Stone Soup and Bone Button Borscht, how food nourished the people in those books. Specifically, the last couple of books that we've read about the Stone Soup and the Borscht, how did the food nourish the community? So it was, the soup was about more than just the food and filling up their stomachs. The food also helped to nourish their community in more of a emotional way. Okay, so we're going to look at this photo. You probably think that this looks familiar because we've seen this a few times briefly before. But we're going to take a little bit more deeper look at the setting of this painting. So I have a little video that goes along with it. Let's watch that. I will be here when it is.
Do you remember this painting from lesson 9? If you don't, that's okay. Today we're going to look at this painting again, and this time we're going to look even more closely. First, we're going to examine the setting of this painting. Can you remember what the setting is in a text? Pause now and talk to your learning partner. You might have talked about how the setting of a text is an important story element. It is where the story is happening or where the story is taking place. Setting is an important part of a painting too. What is the setting for this painting? How can you tell? Please pause the video now to talk with your learning partner. Did you talk about how it looks like the man might be eating inside of an old house or building? Maybe you talked about the window looks like it might be broken. And I'm looking right here. It's hard to tell what's in the background though, because it's so dark. Now let's look closely at the mill on the table. What words would you use to describe the mill? Try to come up with at least 2 words that describe the mill. Pause the video now and write down 2 words. I wish I could see the words you wrote down. The 2 words that I was thinking about were nourishing and quick. It looks like what he's eating is pretty healthy or nourishing, like it would give him energy for his entire day. But it also looks like he might be eating quickly, like he has somewhere to go. Maybe he's got to head back to work. Now I want you to look closely at the man in the painting. Who do you think this man might be? What makes you think so? Pause the video now and talk to your learning partner. What did you notice about the man? I noticed that his clothes look old-fashioned, so I think he might have lived a long time ago. He also has a straw hat. I think he might be a farmer taking a break from eating lunch. And also, it looks like he's being interrupted by something because he's about to take a bite. And look at how surprised his eyes look. This painting is called The Bean Eater. That definitely describes the man in the painting. He is eating beans. Thank you for paying such close attention to the details of the painting. We'll come back to this painting later on in the module. Now, we're going to switch gears and think about opinions, what they are, and how we form them. Here's the word opinion. What do you already know about this word? An opinion is what someone thinks about a person or a thing. Repeat the definition with me. What someone thinks about a person or a thing. In these lessons, we're going to learn about a type of writing called opinion writing. We will be answering this question: why is expressing an opinion important? In real life, you have opinions all the time, and your opinions might be different than someone else's opinions, and that makes life more interesting. For example, I like to eat cabbage soup. I like cabbage soup better than chicken noodle soup. It's my opinion that cabbage soup is the best. Some of you may be saying, ew, cabbage soup, and others may be saying, cabbage soup. What is your favorite soup? Pause the video and answer this question with your learning partner. What is your favorite soup? Many opinions about things, including which soup is your favorite. What you just shared with your partner is called an opinion statement. An opinion statement is a sentence that expresses what you think about a topic. An opinion statement must be what someone thinks about a person or a thing. Opinions cannot just state a fact. For example, I have a tongue. That's a fact, not an opinion. That is a fact, not an opinion, because it doesn't say what I think about my tongue. However, if I say that I have the cutest tongue in the world, that's my opinion, because I'm telling you what I think about my tongue. Or when I go to school, I enter through a door. That's a fact. It's not an opinion because it doesn't say what I think about entering my school through a door. However, if I say that the absolute best door in my school is the cafeteria door, that is my opinion, because I'm telling you what I think about the cafeteria door. Let's play a game. Listen to the following statements. If it is an opinion, stand up. If it's a fact, sit down. Remember, an opinion statement tells what someone thinks about a person or a thing. Are you ready? Here's the first one. Playing tag is the best game at recess. That is an opinion. Think about why that might be an opinion. Did you stand? If so, give yourself a hug. I have a spoon. That is a fact. Did you sit? If you did, way to go. Breakfast is the best meal of the day. That is an opinion. Did you stand? If so, give yourself a high five. My body digests food. Oh, I wanted to make sure that you were paying attention. That is a fact. If you sat down, wiggle your nose. Here's our last one. I think dogs are better than cats. Did you stand up or sit down? Some of you think that it's a fact, but really it's an opinion. Why do you think it's important to express opinions? Pause the video and talk with your learning partner. I think it's important to express our opinion because it helps explain what we think to others. I'm proud of you for learning what makes an opinion statement. Congratulations. To end our lesson, we're going to practice reading. Do you remember how you practiced reading a passage on the digestive system in the last set of lessons? You practiced reading it over and over and over again, so you would become more fluent readers. Well, this time we're going to do the same thing, but with a passage of our new book. Bone.
Okay, scholars, this is where if you have your blue Wit and Wisdom book, looks like this, okay, you will want to get that out, and you're going to turn to handout 10A. Okay, 10A. We're going to be reading option A. So I will have it on the screen, and then I will also have it at the end of the lesson, so you can go back and read it if you don't have your book. But if you do have your book, you'll want to get out your book so you can follow along with us. If you need to find your book, pause the video and you can press play when you have it and you're ready to go.
Button borscht. Pause the video to get handout 10A. If you don't have it, that's okay. We'll still learn together. We're going to practice reading option A on handout 10A. You can see it here on the screen too. Before we begin, there's a word that we heard in the story that might be new to some of us. It is the word shamas. Say it with me, shamas. Wonderful. Now I'm going to read the passage aloud to you first. Listen and follow along. The beggar counted the buttons. There were 5. Oi, if only I had one more button, he said. The shamus said nothing. Oi, if only I had one more button. Still, the shamus was silent. Oi, if only I had one more button. Finally, the shamus spoke. Look, mister, I won't give you a button. Nobody in this town will give you a button. Why not? Asked the beggar. Because we're poor, Mr. Beggar. We don't give to each other anymore. Now, let's read the passage chorally or together. As we read, please be sure to stop at the ending punctuation. Here we go. The beggar counted the buttons. There were 5. Oi, if only I had one more button, he said. The shamus said nothing. Oi, if only I had one more button. Still, the shamus was silent. Oi, if only I had one more button. Finally, the shamus spoke. Look, mister, I won't give you a button. Nobody in this town will give you a button. Why not? Asked the beggar. Because we're poor, Mr. Beggar. We don't give to each other anymore. Fantastic. We're about to end our lesson together, but after we're done, you can keep practicing this passage.
Okay. That is all of that video that we need to watch for today. Okay, so I want you, in your book, take the time to read your passage another 2 to 3 times. Read that to somebody in your household today. That can be to mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or brother or sister or cousins, whoever is living with you and will listen to you read. Read that a couple more times. Your goal is to read more fluently. So that means you're reading smoothly at a nice smooth pace. You're following all of the punctuation, so you're pausing, and you're using some inflection in your voice. So you're using, your voice might go faster or slower or more loud or more soft, depending on what you are reading. So you're showing some emotion in your reading. Okay. All right, your very last steps for today. Complete your exit ticket that's labeled May 5th. You have a link in your email that you got this week with your learning. Put your hands in your air and give yourself a cheer. Yay! Skip spirit fingers. Put your hands in the air and give yourself a cheer for working so hard today. We did lots of different things today, activities. So, and thank your learning partner for helping you each day to get through your lessons when we can't be together in our classroom. And before bed tonight or sometime when you have time today, try and read something of your choice for 20 minutes. Find something you like to read and read that for 20 minutes. That will help work on your fluency skills as well. If you have any questions for me, just shoot me an email and I will get right back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.